Hello friends, welcome back to Discover Your Journey. I'm Deepa, your friendly life coach and psychologist. I'm excited to share with you some wisdom from a book that has had profound impact on my life and the lives of many, I would say, because I have been sharing this with many and it has a great impact on their life too. The book name is The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Let's go through the four agreements one by one. This book offers simple but powerful guidance that can lead us to a personal freedom, greater peace, and authentic living. Wisdom shared in it is based on ancient Toltec teaching. I'll be walking you through the core of the book, the Four Agreements, which are practical steps we can take to free ourselves from self-imposed limitations and live a more empowered life. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word. At first glance, it sounds simple, but let's explore what it really means. To be impeccable with your words, to speak with integrity, to say only what you mean, and avoid using your words to harm others or yourself. Often we underestimate the power of our words, but think about it. Our words have the ability to create or destroy. When we speak negatively, we not only hurt others but also ourselves. If we constantly speak words of self-doubt or criticism, we start believing them. For example, how often we say, I'm not good at it, I'm not good enough, I always mess things up. These seemingly small statements shapes our reality. Being impeccable with your word also means refraining from gossip and harmful speech about others. It's so easy to get caught up in gossip, but when we spread negative words, it's not only damaging the other person, it reflects on us as well. Have you ever thought about it in this way? Imagine how different our relationships would be if we choose to speak words of kindness, truth, and encouragement more often. This agreement encourages us to be conscious of our words and to use them to uplift ourselves and others. For applying this in your life, start with something small. Notice the self-talk you have every day in and day out. What is the one thing that is negative you are telling about yourself? Start with that and just change that into positives. Like if you are saying, I'm not good enough, see what are the things you are good at. So start appreciating more of what you are good at so that this negative thought can be changed. The second agreement, don't take anything personally. This is one of my favorite one, I would say. This can be a life-changing practice too. What this agreement means is that nothing others do is because of you. How liberating it is to hear that. What others say or do is a projection of their own reality, their own perception. When you take things personally, you are assuming that what they say or do is about you, when in fact it is more about them. Let's say someone criticizes you or your work, makes an unkind comment. Our natural instinct is to feel hurt or defensive. If we follow this agreement, we realize that their comment is a reflection of their own thoughts and experience. When we take things personally, we give power to the others over our emotional well-being. Think about how freeing it can be to let go of taking things personally. It allows us to stay grounded in our own truth without being affected by the opinion or action of others. This doesn't mean we ignore feedback, but we recognize that others' reactions are about them and not us. Start with something small. When you hear something that is disturbing you at the moment, if someone is criticizing you or saying something bad, Just step aside and take a moment to balance yourself, balance your emotion, and then start thinking, does this really apply to me? Then, when you start distancing yourself, then the second step comes in. It is about practicing of not taking whatever they said personally. The third agreement, my second favorite one, don't make assumptions. How often do we assume we know what someone else is thinking or feeling? Or assume we understand a situation fully without asking for clarity. Making assumption leads to misunderstanding, hurt feelings, and unnecessary conflict. For example, imagine you text a friend and they don't reply for hours. It's easy to assume they are upset with you or they don't care. But in reality, they might just be busy or dealing with something personal. When we make assumption, we fill in the gaps with our own fears or insecurities. The solution is simple. Ask questions, communicate clearly, and don't jump to conclusions. When we stop assuming, we can improve our relationship and avoid unnecessary sufferings. Clear communication is always the key, and it prevents us from falling into the trap of mind reading or making incorrect assumptions. Yeah, even with our own kids, we think we know them so well and we try to make a lot of assumptions. So when you see something, don't assume. Just ask few questions for clarity, and that will help you connect better and improve the relationships too. The fourth agreement, always do your best. This agreement ties all others together because it reminds us to give our best effort in every situation. But here's the key, your best will change from moment to moment. Some days you'll be energetic and able to accomplish a lot. Other days, your best might be just getting through the day. And that's okay too. Doing your best isn't about being perfect. It is about giving what you can in that moment without judgment or regret. This agreement encourages self-compassion. For instance, if you are exhausted or dealing with a difficult situation, your best might look very different than when you are feeling at your peak. And that's perfectly fine. In few places, I often see people being hard on themselves for not meeting some ideal standard of success. But this agreement helps us remember that what matters is the effort we put in, not the outcome. When you always do your best, you avoid self-criticism and guilt. You can move forward with a sense of accomplishment and peace. To apply this agreement, start by saying, I have done the best I could at this moment before going to bed every day, and see how it helps you change. Thank you for watching. See you soon with an interesting topic next time. Take care and have a wonderful day.